Hi everyone, my name is Sima. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Queer Eye update. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a playlist that should be popping up somewhere on your screen that links to the rest of the videos in this series, but basically this is a series I'm doing where I kind of document my progress every month, see how I'm doing well, how I'm not doing well, and hopefully by the end of this project I will come out better on the other side. It's kind of looking doubtful at this juncture. I don't feel like I've made as much progress as I would like, or really made any at all. I kind of am feeling very shitty. I've had a rough couple of months, but let's just go through it. I guess I'm jumping ahead of myself. Obviously today is December 7th, so it's a little later than I usually would like to film these, but the way that the timing worked out just this month made it hard to do it earlier. Like my video last week, technically I filmed it like on the 1st, I think, or something. It was just weird. The timing was weird and it didn't work out, so it kind of just like ended up being late. So I think my next one and this one are going to be closer together. But anyway, I'm just jumping so ahead of myself. November was a weird month. It's November, which is October, like, to Electric Boogaloo. Like, my updates are pretty much the same. My mental health is just as bad as it was, if not worse. So that's cool. Let's just start with Bobby. I know I mentioned last month that I put up all these posters and they were coming off the walls, and they are still coming off the walls. So I think I might have to actually try to tackle that in December and reinforce them with something, because it's like it's these specific group of posters too that keep peeling off, and they're the ones that are like mostly up. I think I should add more sticky tack or something. I don't actually know what the answer is, because all the other ones I've managed to like add some extra reinforcement and they've stayed on, but those like 5 in the one corner are like just really stubborn. I almost wonder if it's like something about that corner there. Like, is it too cold? Is it peeling off the walls? I don't know, but I have to figure something out with those posters because it's really irritating me. The other thing is the door boxes still haven't moved, so we're gonna zoom right past that. That's cool for December. I don't know if I should put this here because it's like not really like a house thing, but it kind of is. It's like a chore thing, and I kind of tend to lump those into house stuff. But I finally cleaned my makeup brushes, which is like vile and disgusting because I feel like I've been needing to do that for like a year. Like, it's really gross, the amount of bacteria that was probably trapped in those brushes. But I finally cleaned them, and it's so nice. I like haven't even used them yet, but I just looking at them, I'm so happy because I know they're gonna be so much nicer to use now that they're clean. Like, I know using foundation brushes that aren't caked with old foundation is gonna make my foundation application so much smoother. I know getting like a clean blend on eyeshadow is gonna be so much better now that those brushes are clean, because the colors aren't gonna get all muddy. I'm way jumping ahead of myself, but like, I'm so excited. The other thing is I finally put that rug back down by the door. Now that it's winter, I like washed it, I taped it back down, and now it's good for like absorbing like snow and water and stuff when Luna comes in, and like the salt from like boots and stuff. So that's great. That was like a thing I've been meaning to do all of last month, and I finally did it. And I got a lighter, which is something I said I wanted to do last month because I wanted to light candles and my lighter was out of lighter fluid. So I finally got a new lighter. So excited for that. I'm lighting candles, living my best life. I think the one big goal I have for December is I should just like really clean this desk behind me. It's getting really messy again. And they're like, I guess the boxes obviously are there, but like those are the two big ones, is especially the desk. I've been meaning to clean the desk forever, and the desk in my room. Those two desks really need to be tidied. So I think I'm gonna put those on my list for next month. Moving on to Anthony. I don't really have any updates on food. I think I've been pretty solid in terms of like doing well. I did that reset I mentioned, but it was a lot shorter than I thought because I ordered the shakes I wanted, and then like I only got one package, and then I tried to order more from other places because I ordered 2 and then one of them got canceled, and I was like, okay, what the hell? And then I tried to order more and those all got canceled too, and I was like, okay, what is going on? And it turns out the global shortages that are going on have made it so that the company just hasn't had like more of the meal replacement shakes. But they finally got some more, so I finally ordered some this week. So hopefully those will come in and I can do another like couple days of reset. I did like 3 days last month, and those were really great. Like, I felt the effects, and I kind of like the idea of doing like, I don't know, a little 3-day reset every like once a month or something. I think that would be good for me. Yeah, so I've been wanting to do that. Otherwise the food has been good. I've been like eating out here and there, but nothing like out of control, and mostly I've been doing my own cooking. I made this like plum pomegranate chicken dish that was like super impulse, just like thrown together because I just like, my mom brought me these like dried plums that are like used for like cooking stews and stuff, and I was like, and she was like, make them with chicken, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, what else can go with this? And I just like threw in some pomegranate molasses and some other stuff I had in my fridge, like some onions, some garlic, and just kind of mixed it all together, and it turned out like really good. And so that kind of gave me confidence in terms of like, I know I've said before that I'm really good at following recipes and finding new recipes to try, but I'm really bad at like impulse throwing meals together. And if I don't have like all the ingredients to make something, and I only have like some ingredients, instead of like trying to figure out what I can do with those ingredients, I'll just like panic and be like, okay, I have to order something in. But I just threw those things together, and it turned out really good, and that kind of like gave me confidence. So that was very exciting. I had veal again, which is great. I had pasta, which is great. I've made sandwiches, which is great. I have these very cute sushi earrings that I want everyone to see. And yeah, oh, I finally, I'm gonna talk about this more like when I get to Karamo, but I finally downloaded Center again, and I paid for the 1-year subscription because they had a 25% off for Black Friday, so it was like, instead of it being $100 and I think $30 or $20 for the year, it was $90 for the year, which works out to like $8 a month. So I figured I would just like might as well like bite the bullet and do it, because I've been saying for a while I kind of want to go back to Center, and like I miss the sleep visualizations, and I'm hoping those will help me, and the like, I don't know, the mindfulness exercises. I'm gonna try to do some more of those. But now that I have Center again, I want to try some of the recipes, and I'm very excited to do that. Oh, and I got a toaster oven. I went to Value Village and I finally like splurged like $20 for a toaster oven. It's kind of like a shitty toaster oven because it's from Value Village, and it's also $20 and not like $100. And then I realized this after I bought it that there was like the whole back part of it is like burnt. But it's been kind of like semi toasting my toast, which is great because prior to this I was toasting bread in my mini waffle maker, which is not the best way to do it. Don't ask me why I have a mini waffle maker and not a toaster, but now that I have a toaster oven, I can actually toast bread. And it's like, again, it's not great. It's not a good toaster oven. I can see why it was donated to Value Village, but it does get the job done in terms of toasting bread in semi well, and also doing it so I can like toast 2 slices at once and not have to wait for each piece to like come out of the mini waffle maker. And I'm excited to also try to like bake some stuff in there, or like cook some stuff in there. Like obviously not huge things, but like I know you can technically do that. And that's kind of part of, again, I'm a hermit that doesn't like going upstairs because I'm like afraid of socialization. But I think, yeah, the toaster oven has been great. And I'm excited to do some more Center recipes. Oh, and we're officially on our winter farm share, which means we get like a box of, instead of it being once a week and us having to go pick it up, it's once a month and it comes to our house. And I'm very excited for that because, yeah, vegetables. Great, so good. Moving on to tan friends. I don't have a lot of tan updates either, like in terms of like fashion or what I'm doing there. It's getting cold. Most of Toronto has succumbed and pulled out their winter jackets, but I am stubbornly refusing to do so because as I said last month, I really hate wearing winter jackets. Like it's the bane of my existence is like lugging around a winter jacket, dragging around a winter jacket. I'm stubbornly refusing until it gets like too cold to function, then I will probably pull it out, but I still haven't fallen for that yet. I'm trying to ignore the fact that it's winter because I don't want it's not even technically winter yet. It's the beginning of December. Like it's like we're still in fall, and I'm gonna stubbornly cling to that until it becomes like physically dangerous for me to not wear a jacket anymore. I did wear some cool outfits. I put together some outfits I just like of stuff I already had, but then I also have this really cool plaid dress that I got that I paired with like this mesh top that I have had for a while, and these boots that I got a while ago that I really like, and it looked really good. And I went to Hot Topic and I'm probably like succumbing to like everything I wanted to be when I was like 14 and like was not allowed to and didn't have access to, but I got like a leather belt with like chains on it, and it looks so cool. I'm so happy with that purchase. It just like, it makes me feel cool, you know? It makes me feel cool. I don't care. I don't think there's an age limit. I was getting really down on myself because I was like, are you trying too hard to dress like a teenager? Like to dress like an alt teenager? And then I like looked at an Avril Lavigne video, and some may argue that Avril Lavigne is also trying too hard to dress like an alt teenager, but Avril Lavigne is out here like being way older than me and doing all that shit still, and like good for her. Like if she can do it, I can do it. I'm like, Avril Lavigne is my like inspo for going forward and how I'm gonna dress, because she doesn't give a fuck. And like good for her. Like she doesn't care that like, I don't know, plaid and alt and seam like fell out and was like I guess falling back in, but she like is just like doing whatever, and like good for her. Like high key like respect. Very stoked to just do that. She's going back on tour, which kind of makes me want to like go listen to some of her newer stuff and see if I like it, and then maybe go see her on tour, because I feel like that would make child me like a little like 10-year-old cry screaming to complicated Sima really happy. But anyway, once again I'm jumping ahead of myself. Oh, I don't know if you guys can tell because I'm wearing a more subtle piece. I honestly got this because it has an orca on it. I have like an actual like soot like university like hoodie too, but I got Wilbur scent merch because it was Black Friday, and so his whole merch store was 30% off, which is great for me because I didn't want to pay for a full price, but I got the 30% off, and so I got this, and I got like a beanie with the same little orca logo on it, and I got those 2 items like solely because I make a little stand for like orcas. Like it wasn't like not even for Wilbur, but I did actually get the like university like crew neck because of him. But the other 2 I think don't like, they're basically not even merch. Like you would only know if you knew who he was, so it would be very much like a girl, what were you doing at the Devil's Sacrament like situation, and if you don't know what I'm referencing, it's a Tumblr post, so don't even worry about it. But I got those. I'm very excited because like look how cute. Orcas, old internet, old computers. The aesthetics like slaps. My dog has been so whiny in these videos lately. It's like she picks up on my mood. And I started, oh, here's a thing on one of the things that I was gonna do a couple months ago, where I was like, I want to declutter some of my clothes. I've started a bag of like clothes that I want to get rid of, either because I don't wear them anymore, or they're getting really ratty, or they're like, they've got holes in them, or whatever. I'm just like starting a bag of clothes that I need to get rid of. And I think that's a good thing for me because I'm a hoarder, and I like really like Like I keep all of my clothes, even the stuff I don't wear anymore. And I feel like that's a bad impulse. So I'm trying to cut down on it. So I have started a bag of stuff I need to throw out. And so far it's like I have not made any ambitious cuts. There's a pair of leggings with a hole in the crotch and some old underwear. So like we're not like, we haven't made money moves yet, but the fact that I've started the bag I think is good progress. Oh, and I've been trying to get a pair of over the knee boots for like, I want to say 2-3 years. Ever since I saw that tweet that was like, this is what white girls wear every Thanksgiving. And it was like over the knee boots, like a burgundy like button skirt, and then like a black turtleneck. I've been trying to like put together that exact outfit because I legitimately think it looks so good. No matter how basic it is, I think it's a legit like cute outfit. And so I got like the skirt and it's not quite a turtleneck and it's not fully black, it's like black and white stripes, and it's more of like a ruffle neck, but it's still got more of a neck than most of my like just like circular round neck clothing items do. I got those last year, and then this year finally I got over the knee boots that actually fit me because I have like pretty wide like legs. I have like chunky thighs, so most over the knee boots do not go over my calves, but these do, and I finally have them, and I can finally do it. My white girl Thanksgiving look. I'm so excited. Moving on to Jonathan Van Ness, so like grooming. I have a lot of updates here actually. Like I said, finally cleaned my makeup brushes and I haven't used them yet, but I'm so excited to use my makeup brushes. Like, it's gonna be so nice. I can already tell it's gonna be so nice to put on eyeshadow with clean eyeshadow brushes. The colors aren't gonna get muddy, it's gonna be great. I did maybe realize that I have like way too many makeup brushes though, because it took me like 4 hours to clean all of them. And to be fair, I wasn't going as fast as I could be going because I was also watching, what was I watching with today? What were we watching? Holy shit, I'm blinking so hard on what we were watching. Oh, we were watching George Found's series where like Dream becomes like different animals in Minecraft, and then like him and George try to like beat the game. We watched the B one, which is the newest one George put out. And then we just started watching like all the other ones because I hadn't like seen them before. So we watched, I don't know how many there are actually, I should go back and check to see if I actually saw them all, but we watched the one where Dream is a wolf or a dog or something. We watched the one where he's a parrot. We watched the one where he is, God, what were the other ones? I don't remember, but like parrot and wolf we definitely did. Oh, horse, I think we did the one where he's a horse. Anyway, it was funny. So that's fun. So I was kind of like semi-distracted by watching that, but it did take me like, but that was only for like the first like 2 hours. It took me another 2 hours after we hung up the call and I was just like on my own to finish. But to be fair, I also like started watching my own like DSMP like lore after that. Anyway, but I cleaned my makeup brushes, which is the big important point, and I'm really excited to use them. And I think my makeup application is gonna look so good until I run out of clean brushes again. But for the next, I think, month or so, it's gonna be great. I've also just been doing like a lot of like big eyeliner looks. Like I said, I wanted to try last month. I haven't really gone outside of like big wings yet. Like I haven't done the multiple wings or like the lower lash like lines yet, but I want to try those next because they look so cool. I'm just like afraid of fucking them up, but also like it's COVID, no one's going anywhere, so like I should just do them at home, and like if I mess them up, then I mess them up, it's fine. Oh, the huge makeup update I have is I actually put on lashes like 3 different times this month, and I'm really proud of myself. I don't know what it was. I think it was like the first big makeup like eyeliner look I did. I was like, this look is weird without lashes. Like it's like to have these giant like wings and then just like my normal lashes seems like lackluster. So I was like, okay, we're gonna do it for this. And I put them on and it honestly wasn't that bad. I think I'm getting better at it, and I got a better lash glue. And I just like waited longer for it to become tacky, and I think I've really like, I don't know, I got the hang of it, I think. So I did it 2 more times, and I think right now like I get the premise. I just need to be better at like placement. But it's been good so far. The one thing is though, is when I wear my lashes, they're all too big for my glasses, so that every time I put glasses on, it either like messes up the lash, or I have to put like the little glasses like low on my nose like I'm a grandmother. So it's kind of like, that's a whole learning curve of its own. I think I either like start wearing contacts or just like get smaller lashes, but then smaller lashes are not as fun. But anyways, I've been dabbling in lashes and it's been really fun. And I'm also really glad I didn't get those magnetic lashes over Black Friday because I know I was really tempted, but I like putting on the physical lashes hasn't actually been that bad. So I always feel like taking them off is more annoying than putting them on because I kind of like have to peel them off, and it like is a whole thing. But it's been good so far. Teeth brushing, don't even want to talk about it. It's been like, it could be worse, but it could also be like way better is how I'm gonna put it, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Hair. First of all, sorry about my hair in this video if it looks kind of wonky. I have realized that I've been braiding my hair wrong for like years, and so I've been trying to retrain myself to braid it correctly, and it's hard, and my braids are like kind of wonky for it, but I'm getting there. But that is why they look so strange. But the thing with my hair is I got a Diva Curl hairspray, and that's because like I know last time I tried hairspray it wasn't Curly Girl approved, but it did help a lot with my frizz, and the Diva Curl hairsprays are doing that too. It's like really cuts down on my frizz when I put it on immediately after I get out of the shower. but then it also like gives my hair like a texture. It feels and looks good for the first like 2 days. Like it's not frizzy at all. But then I feel like compared to not having the hairspray in, it also gets like a lot like more tangled easy. And then it also just gives my hair a texture that I don't like. So I'm trying to figure out if it's like worth the lack of frizz to have to deal with like the after effects. So I don't know, I'm still playing around with it, but I'm not mad about it. And the conditioner I tried last month, I know my friend Mickey gave me a conditioner. It is really good. I really like the conditioner. I find it clumps my curls together really, really well. I think my hair looks really good with it. So I really love that conditioner. Speaking of Mickey, she also like had me come over for, she needed a long hair model to do like hair, like style hair on. And I'm okay with that. Like I've always said, like my weird freakouts with my hair have to do with like cutting it and like dyeing it. Like so that would like damage it or like make it look strange. But stuff like temporary, like styling it, that was fine with me. So I like was her model, and she straightened my hair and then like did these like, she did like a really cool updo, and then she like did these like big like beach, like not even beachy, like CW like curls that are like just like natural, not natural curls, and they just, it looks so good. I felt so badass. So that was fun. I had fun with that, and I've also just been thinking a lot about, I don't know, finally like allowing myself to cut my hair. I feel like I'm almost in a place, I'm almost in a place where I think I can see myself doing it, because like not only am I like, okay, I could do with a trim and like layers or whatever, but I'm imagining like more more extravagant things. Like I keep imagining myself with like a bob, basically, like cutting it like super short, like short for me, I guess, not like a pixie cut or anything, but like cutting up to my chin and then having like one half be blue and one half be purple. Like I'm imagining all sorts of like absurd things. And like I know part of me is like, you would flip out if you did all that at once. So, but I think I could, like I think I'm easing my way towards at least starting with the trim and getting over my like trust issues. My brows need to be done, obviously, so that's a goal for next month. I'm kind of slacking on that front. And then also I know that I got last month those color sprays that I want to try. I didn't actually have a chance to try them. I almost tried one of them this month, and then I ran out of time for the outfit I was going to put on before I had to leave the house to actually put it in. So I haven't done that yet, but I'm hoping to do it this month. Maybe I'll do it for the holidays. That'd be kind of fun, right? Like little bit of color for the holidays. I don't know, but yeah, that is my JVN. Moving on to Karamo. As usual, mental health, culture, social stuff, interest, hobbies. He can do it all. Let's just move on to him, because as always, he's gonna be the bulk of this video. So I've been going to therapy every 2 weeks, like I said before. My therapist, last time I saw her, or like not last time, but the time before the last time I saw her, made me do like a scale. And then she gave it to me last time I saw her, and she was like, yeah, according to the scale, she was like, I can't diagnose you with anything, which is always a good sign. When something begins with I can't diagnose you with anything, you know what's gonna happen next is like definitely a great sign. But she was like, I can't diagnose you with anything, but according to the scale, you are severely depressed and moderately stressed and anxious, which like I could, you know what? Yeah. The thing with depression for me is I always was like, okay, so depression is like, either you're like sad all the time, or it's like when it's like the lack of emotion type of depression. It's like you can't do anything. Like I know people who have been like severely depressed and they like can't get out of bed, they can't do this, they can't do that. And I was like, I do my job. Like I go to work every day. I like can get up to take Luna out and go to the bathroom and do all the stuff I need to do. But it's just like I just like don't have like a will, which sounds so dramatic. But it's like, I don't know. It's like there's like a, I don't know how to describe it, but there's like a cloud around me, and everything is like outside of the cloud, and it's like I don't care enough to like try to navigate through the cloud to get to that stuff, because it's just like, is it worth the effort of going through the cloud? Probably not. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Anyway, so that's that update. It's great. I have therapy again on Thursday, so that should be good, which will be, I guess, tomorrow, the day you guys are like, this gets uploaded. The next day I'll have therapy, so I'm sure that'll be great. She recommended a book that I want to read because it sounds like it would be helpful to me, but on the other hand, the last time my therapist recommended a book to me, I purchased the book and then didn't read it, and it's still standing on my nightstand. So I don't want to buy another book that I'm not going to read. I can't even get it from the library because I owe the library 2 books that are super late, and I feel so bad about it. Like those books are so, like I feel like they're a year old. Like it's bad. Like I should be put into like jail for like how overdue these books are. But yeah, I'm actively in hell, I think. What else? I'm just gonna like vent to you guys. These videos used to have structure, and now I'm just like lamenting my life. That list of emails that I said last time I sent, I still haven't sent them, and it's like actually like thinking about sending those emails makes me like physically nauseous now, because some of them are like literally a year old. But they make me like sick to my stomach, the idea of sending those emails. So that's cool. And I feel like the more time passes, the more nauseous I'm gonna get at the prospect of sending these emails. So things are going great. Let's see, do I have any news that's not horrible or depressing? I had a reunion with a bunch of my old colleagues last week, and that was really nice. Everybody said I looked really good, which was really nice. One of my old managers gave me a mascara because she saw that in one of my videos I mentioned that like I only had it in brown because all of the Shoppers Drug Marts near me were sold out of it in black, and she said the one near her had it in black, so she bought me the black one and brought it to me, and that was really, really nice and just like really sweet. And like sometimes people are like good, you know, like sometimes there are good people in the world and they're really nice to you when you don't deserve it. So that was really nice, and it was just really nice to see everybody. Like when we got laid off, it was like hard. Well, like being laid off sucks, like period, like always. But when we got laid off, it was worse because it was not like we were in the office. We hadn't seen each other already in like 2 months. So it was like, it was very sudden in a bad way. And then we also just didn't get any closure. So like seeing everybody we did see was really nice because we finally, I don't know, I still don't feel like I have closure, but it was just nice to see people and like, I don't know, have a little like, you're alive still, and you know, just, I don't know, reminisce and have a good time. And it was just really fun. It was really nice to see people. So that was like a bright point in the month of November. No, it wasn't even November, it was the beginning of December. I don't know what I'm talking about. It was December 2nd, but I guess because it has happened already, I have to talk about it in this video. I just miss them so much, man. Like working there, when I started there as an intern, everybody was like, you're never gonna work anywhere like this ever again. And I was like, haha, so funny. That can't possibly be true. And then I mean, again, I have very limited experience, but truly like nothing compares to what it was like to work there. I really miss it, I really do. And I miss the people so much, and I miss the environment, and I miss the office, and I just miss like, I feel like if you told like 2018 me I would miss 2018, she would like kill you, but like I miss 2018, which I feel like should probably serve as a lesson to me now that I will probably, like future me is probably gonna miss what it was like to be current me. It's probably a lesson that I could learn, but I'm not going to learn the lesson. What else? What am I into? DSMP. There was lore on the Dream SMP, which was great, like big lore. I noticed the last month I had a little bit of lore with like Boomer and Sam and Hannah, but I have big lore. We had like all that big lore with Quackity and Slime that like, okay, the thing with me is I'm coming into this book blind. Like I've read summaries of all the lore I've missed, but I haven't actually caught up. So like I know what happened, but I haven't like seen it happen. So there's like an emotional detachment for me. But even then, like even knowing all of that, seeing everything with Quackity and Slime like broke my heart. Like I was like so sad. And the Carl Napity breakup fight thing, like I went into that like expecting that I was gonna be like really entertained by the drama, and then it actually like was like, ouch, like it hurt. They like played that so well. And then like back to back, like the next day, like it was the Dream breaking out of prison and going after Tommy, and the way like Tommy in it put on his acting chops and like acted the shit out of being like chased by his abuser. Oh, it was so good. Someone give this child like an award or something. He's so committed to his little Minecraft OC, and it like, I'm so proud of him. I don't know why I'm getting so like worked up. It's because I have so little to be like happy about lately, that like these little Minecraft boys doing their little Minecraft role play and getting super invested in it just makes me really like, I don't know. I think it's something about like knowing how good friends they are. It's like I don't know. There's something about watching a group of friends that makes you like want, like makes you feel like you're almost like a little part of that friendship, you know, like you're not obviously, but it's kind of like a window into like, you know, what you would like for yourself. So anyway, that's my whole spiel. I'm like very normal. I'm totally doing well. But yeah, it was just, it was lore filled. And then we have MCC next week, which I'm really excited about because I haven't like Wilbur hasn't streamed in like forever and I miss him. And I think he's probably gonna stream MCC, so that should be good. Although I don't know if I'm gonna watch him this MCC because these MCC teams are like really good. Like in the sense that like I usually am like always like I want to watch Wilbur. And this time around I almost like don't, because I feel like the dynamic with the team that's got like Tubbo, Rambo, Dream, and I can't remember who their fourth person is, but that team is really good. And then also the one with Sapnap. Oh, I'm blanking so hard. But there are like two teams. Oh, I think it's Sapnap, Tommy, and Phil, and someone else who I'm blanking on as well. That team, like those two teams, like seem like they're kind of the funniest dynamics. So like I'm very excited. I don't know who I'm gonna watch yet, but I'm excited for MCC. Anyway, what else is going on in my life? Oh, Nanowrimo, that was a huge thing I was doing in November. So I know I started out really strong, to be honest. I was ahead for most of them, like most of the first like week and a half. I was like ahead of my word count. And then I like fell behind, well, because like, usually when on the days where I'm editing YouTube videos, I don't have really much time to do anything else. Like it's kind of like edit my YouTube video, go to work, and that's kind of it. On the day I was editing the video for like the second week of November, I just kind of like fell behind, and then I tried to catch up and I did, but I was like still a little bit behind, and it just like compounded into me falling behind a lot, and then I just kind of like lost steam. And like I still kept writing like through most of the month of November. I didn't really give up like writing completely until like November 20th or something, but I kind of like lost a lot of steam once I was no longer like hitting my daily word counts. And I kind of clocked out November by like my end of the month word count was like 27,000 words. So like nowhere near close to 50,000, like barely over the halfway mark. Which on one hand is like I could get disappointed about it, but then on the other hand, it's like I didn't care about it all that much in the first place. And also there's 27,000 more words that I wrote last month or even like in the entirety of 2021 before this. So I'm trying to like cut myself some slack, but that was just my Nanowrimo update because I know I talked about it a lot last month and I wanted to let you guys know where I was at with that. I have been working on Twitch things, mostly like since December started, because like I said, I didn't really want to do that in November, but I've been trying to set up like to stream, and I got one of my friends for Hanukkah gave me a gift card to Etsy, and I use that to buy like a stream pack that I think looks really cool. It's like celestial themed, which is like my shit, and it's like pretty like monochromatic, like it's dark with like gold accents. And I've been trying to just set up a stream layout that I like, and I think I'm gonna have to like test it soon. And then once I've tested it, I think I just have to like set up like some days and times that I can set aside every week to stream, and then I'm gonna stream. I don't know, maybe it'll flop and maybe it won't flop, I don't know. Maybe I'll get bored of it. But I am excited to do it because like I said, I like talking to myself the way I'm doing now. I just hate editing myself, and like the whole point of Twitch is that you don't need to do that. So I think I'm probably gonna start out like maybe twice a week, and I'm thinking maybe around like noon, which is like a weird time. Like I know most people do it in the evenings, but I'm always working in the evening. So I would either have to be like super, super, super late, which I feel like just wouldn't work out for most people because it would either just be like really fucking late in like my time zone, or like kind of still late in like Western time zones in North America. And then it would be really goddamn early in like the UK, to the point where it would be like irrational for people to be like, I feel like nobody like in England at 8 a.m. is like, I'm gonna, like, I'm sure some people do, but like it would be weird like at 8 a.m. in the UK to be like, I'm gonna go watch someone on Twitch. So like, I think if I did it like noon Eastern time, started at least, then I could probably, I don't know. I feel like noon is a good time because it would be early enough that I like wouldn't have anything to do, because I've never had a shift at my current job that started before 2 p.m. So I could probably do noon to like 1:30, maybe 2, depending on how long I want to do it. I have to see like how long I can go without losing steam. Like it's one of those things I have to like try out. I don't know, because in my head I'm like, oh, I can talk for 2 hours, but then it's like I know when I like talk on these videos for more than like an hour and a half, I'm like, my voice starts to like, I start to lose my voice, which I think just means I hydrate. But yeah, I don't want to like bite off more than I chew. I know like Twitch really wants people to do like 8-hour streams, but like girl, I have a full-time job and I do the YouTube video thing, and I have a dog. Like I can't do that, sorry. And I have to like also sleep, and I have a very active internet life of looking at Tumblr posts. So like I can't commit more than I think like 4 hours a week to it, but I'm excited to like start doing that, you know? My stream looks like low-key good. I think it looks nice. And also the thing with like Twitch is I feel like it's like so much more attainable. Like the prospect, like obviously not like to make a lot of money, but the prospect of monetizing your Twitch stream is way more attainable than, because on YouTube they're like, if you don't have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, you get like fuck all. But on Twitch, I think because they have like, you have like affiliate and then you have partner, like there's 2 tiers. Like affiliate is like, partner is kind of hard, but like affiliate is way more achievable, right? Like it's like what, like 50 followers, 3 active viewers like on average per stream, and like I don't even remember, like streaming like 8 hours a month or something. Like it's like totally doable. Like the only thing that like I would like, yeah, like I think the 8 hours thing is totally achievable. I don't think 3 average like viewers is that difficult to achieve, especially if you have like friends who will like watch you, which like if my friends want to watch me, I would appreciate that. If you don't, that's fine too, and no pressure, but I don't think it's that hard to get to. And then like, I think the 50 followers thing is kind of like tricky, because I think once you tap out of people who like you and already have, like, the thing is like with like YouTube, everybody has a YouTube account. Not everybody, unless you're not like a person who actively like watches Twitch, you don't have a Twitch account. Whereas I feel like everybody, because they have a Google account, has like a YouTube account. But like I know when I started my YouTube account, I pretty like quickly got like 20, like I think on my first day, like 20, 25 subscribers. And then like it's taking me like a year and a half to get to where I am now, which is, I think I'm at, or not a year and a half, like a little over a year now, I'm like at 59, which also shout out to the 3 new followers I got, or the 3 new subscribers I got in the last month. Like, hello, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. I have no idea why, but I'm really glad you're here. But it was like getting to 50 took a while. And so, and that was with like YouTube, where everybody has like it's a lot easier to get people to subscribe to, because everybody has a YouTube account. Whereas Twitch, I feel like if you're not like an active like gamer or Twitch viewer, or like a person who like uses Twitch on the daily, you don't have a Twitch account. So it's maybe a little harder to get to that 50. But in general, it just feels way more attainable than 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So shout out Twitch, because it's like a goal that feels attainable. And even if I don't like hit it, it's like whatever, it's fine. I just hope I hit it, because I have like all my like new screen, like on my overlays that I got for my stream, like there was like a little box for like subscribers, and so it'd be kind of stupid to have that when I'm not even like, I can't get subscribers because I'm not an affiliate. But anyway, that's all. I'm jumping ahead of myself. I'm just excited. I'm like really excited for it. I don't know, we'll see. I think also it'll be fun because it'll be like, I can just do like more low-key things. Like I'm just gonna like, I'm literally just gonna do like tier lists, like I think all day, and play GeoGuessr and just be like me. And I think because there's like, it's less of like a permanent record, there's no expectation that my content be any sort of way, or I have to do anything fancy. Like I can just like pop on camera, hang out, and then go about the rest of my day, which is great. What else? I need to catch up on Critical Role 3. I know I said I didn't want to fall back on this campaign, but I have fallen back on this campaign. I believe I am 2.5 episodes behind, which is not great. That is probably like 10 hours that I have to listen to, which if I double speed it, which is what I normally do when I catch up, it's still like 4.5 hours. So I need to do that, but hopefully I can do it on a break. I have like a good, like, I feel like 5 days off around the holidays, which is nice. And I'm hoping I can use that to catch up on sleep and catch up on things that I want to catch up on. What else did I do? I had a movie and cheese night with my roommates, which was great. We watched the 5th Harry Potter movie, which was a really random one to watch, but it was nice. I feel like I'd only seen that one like once or twice before. Like it was I didn't remember it at all. And I remember it, like, it was nicer, like, watching it now, I remember liking it way more than I did when I watched it the first time. And now I'm curious, like, if I go back and read the books, if I'm gonna like the 5th book more now than I did when I read it when I was younger. Because I remember hating it when I was younger, but I also feel like now I'll have a lot more of an understanding for a lot of the emotional stuff that was going on in that book. Whereas when I was a kid, I was like, can we please cut to some action, please? But there's a reason the 4th Harry Potter book and movie have always been my favorite, and it's just because there's so much like action. Because usually the Harry Potter books, it's like a lot of like lead up to like the big final action at the end of the book. Whereas the 4th one, because you have the Triwizard Tournament, there's like action like every few chapters because you have like you had like the 3 tasks, right? And like all the lead up to the tasks. So anyway, sorry, I don't mean to talk about Harry Potter. I know we are trying to distance ourselves from it conceptually as a society, which I think is a fair and noble thing, but that is a thing that I do with my roots. The cheese board was nice, I will say. I get why people do charcuterie boards. You know, it's like a bougie fancy thing, but I kind of get it. Cheese is good, man. What else do I want to do this month? My credit card is whack. I have overspent buying presents for people over the holidays, but I'm really happy with everyone's presents. So I'm really, I don't know, I'm optimistic that I can pay it off by like mid-January or the end of January, but I need to like be good with my spending. So that's the thing I need to do. I need to reel back to my habits. I think also when I'm in a bad mood, I spend more loosely because it gives me dopamine that I'm sorely lacking. But it's not healthy, so I'm going to try to come back for the rest of December and beginning of January. Another thing I've been thinking about a lot is I kind of think I need to change my mindset around like solitude, because I feel like I'm always lamenting how I feel like I don't belong with anybody and my friends don't really like me and I don't really have enough friends, or I should have more friends, or like I annoy the people that like are my friends. And I think I just need to like just be okay with being alone, you know? Like I think I need to like embrace solitude and like not look at it as so much of a bad thing. So I was reading a stat the other day about how like 3 out of 5 like adults are like lonely, and I was like, okay, surely if 3 out of 5 adults feel lonely, then like I should just get better at being alone, because clearly it's not an isolated to me problem. Like clearly we're all just like lonely, so maybe it's just like I just have to get better at coping with it. Maybe that just like maybe adulthood is just fundamentally a lonely experience. Maybe you aren't supposed to be around people as much as you think you are. Maybe it's like you get socialized to always be around people when you're like in school, and so it's kind of jarring to suddenly go from that to like being alone. Maybe I just need to like be okay with it, you know? Like adulthood is being alone, and that's fine. And I just need to like stop hating myself so much so I'm like more at peace with only being stuck with myself. I don't know, this is grim, but I just like I think I need to change my mindset, because I'm like always lamenting like how like unlovable I am, and it's like, okay, well if you're unlovable, like you have to deal with that, you know? Like if you think you're fundamentally unlovable and nobody's ever gonna like you, and like all your friends are gonna eventually wake up and realize how much you suck and leave you, then you have to like, your only person you're gonna ever have is yourself, and so you have to be better at dealing with the fact that the only person you're gonna have is yourself, and just like deal with that solitude. So that's the thing I've been pondering a lot, is just like being okay with being alone, and like how it's more likely than not that I'm going to be alone, and that should be okay. Like I should sooner rather than later accept that and be better at being okay with it. So that's kind of grim. The final update I had was obviously, like I said, I really need to start working out again. I haven't done that yet, but I did commit to buying Center on Black Friday, because like I said before, instead of being $120 for the year, it was $90. Shout out to Black Friday for making a decision I was gonna make already a lot easier. So hopefully in December we can get some workouts going, and if not, I'm at least gonna use those sleep visualizations, because that shit was like so good at knocking me out like instantly. That's it. Those are my updates. Hopefully this made sense. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. I feel like I'm forgetting a lot of things, but also not. So I don't know. If I forget anything, I guess I'll put it in like the comments or the description box or something. My goals for December, what's left of it, because it's already like a weekend, oops, is to empty the boxes and to tidy my desks and to keep eating well and try some Center recipes. Keep sorting clothes as I pull stuff out and I realize I don't want to wear this anymore. I should just like put them in the bag and get rid of them. I should start wearing warmer outfits. As much as I'm like stubbornly like anti wearing a winter jacket, I should try to warm up more, because I feel like my walks with Luna have gotten really short because it's so cold out, and I feel like if I just bundled up, maybe I would be better off at doing like my long walks again instead of the shorter walks. I feel like she misses those too, and I miss them too. It's just like I don't know, it's my whole conniption with like not wanting to wear a coat. I should just put on a coat and get like better gloves and stuff and just like deal with it. Hopefully I can get better on the teeth brushing. Hopefully I will use those Colorista sprays in my hair. the purple and the silver white. I'm gonna get my brows done. I want to get the Twitch channel, at least I'm not gonna say I want to necessarily get the channel going, but I want to at least get the test going and see if it's like in a place where I think I'm ready to start. And then I will figure out some more stuff. Start working out, like I said. I want to try to like implement more of the strategies I learned in therapy in my day-to-day life. Like it's all well and good to talk to Sarah about stuff and vent and then have her like tell me you should try doing this, but then I don't like ever do stuff, you know? And it's so bad because I keep wanting to and then I like forget. I feel like I should take better notes in therapy, but then I'm like so bad at taking notes because I'm so like focused on listening to what Sarah says that I don't take notes. But I just want to try to like implement some of the strats more. And yeah, like I said, I want to get better at being alone. and dealing with my own self and being like, if you are alone, it's okay, you know? It might suck when you're like older and you need someone to take care of you, but like for the time being, it's okay to be alone and whatever happens, happens and don't worry so much about it. That's the anxiety talking again, woo! Anyway, this has gotten really long and I still have to edit and it's getting very late. It is, holy shit, almost 4 a.m., so kill me. If you for some reason like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you wanted to follow me on other social media platforms, you can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram and on TikTok. And if you wanted to hang out with me in other videos, I promise they're not always this depressing, you can please hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys all next week because I post 2 videos every Wednesday and that intro was really scuffed. Oops, and my dog just hit my ring light. So I will see you guys all next week. Whoa, bye.